Hey guys, Jerseytoof here coming at you with another video. Today marks the end of the Ultra League and the Ultra League Premier Cup. And today at 4 p.m. the Master League and the Master League Premier Cup start up once again. So I hope you guys are ready for that. You know, I spent a lot of dust in the Ultra League, so I'm just going to go pretty much with what I got. There really is no meta changers this season, so it's pretty much just going to be the same meta as it was last season. So there's really nothing I really need to make per se, but there's always something you can make, So, but today we have 10 battles for you to end the Ultra League and the Ultra League Premier Cup with my favorite team of the season for Ultra League. It's the Toxicroak, Lapras, and the Alolan Muck Safe Swap. Thank you, Vergyverg, for showing that team, and I really enjoy using it. I know why you really loved it too. It just covers so much of the bases. Even when you lose the lead, you're gonna see a lot of lost leads in these battles. I still come back to work around and be able to win the matchup. Yes, I'm still learning the team, even though I've used this a bunch. It's the first time I actually used Toxicroak in the Ultra Leagues, but it's really, really viable. And if you have 100%, I really recommend making one. And like I said, this is the 10 battles for the end of the Ultra League. We went 8-2. We had 2 4-1 sets. So it's a little longer video than usual. So I hope you guys enjoy. It just wanted to say sayonara to the Ultra League with a little longer video. So, I didn't upload yesterday because I wanted to be able to get a decent video before Master League started. So without further ado, let's just get into these battles. Toxicroak really tearing up the lead, and you got your friends Lapras and the Alolan Muck in the back. You cannot go wrong. And once again, shout out to Vergyverg, and go check him out if you haven't already. I'll put his link down in my description. So until tomorrow, guys, the Master League begins. I know you guys are ready. So Jerseytoof out. Remember, please subscribe. Yeah, if you guys are new here, please subscribe, hit that bell, and get notified every single day when I upload my videos. Thank you so much for all the support. You guys are the best community. All right, guys, you ready for these battles? We got 10 battles for you today. Let's start it off with Frogs. Vial is up first. What you got for me, Frogs? Toxicroak into Dragonite. This is not a great lead, so we're going to swap right into our Alolan Muck. We don't want to swap right into our hard counter of Lapras because we want that for the back. So we're going to get hit with a Dragon Claw. Looks like they're staying in here. So we're just going to hit this thing with a Dark Pulse. It's going to do a decent amount of damage to this, but they're actually going to shield. So it looks like they're staying in here. So that's all right with me. I'm going to gain some shield advantage, and I'm going to let my Muck go down. It's not ideal that they're able to farm us down some, but now we can bring on our Lapras here. We can completely farm down this Dragonite. I know this is just going to be a Dragon Claw, so obviously I'm not going to shield it up. So we're just going to farm completely down now. We have a lot of stored energy for what comes in. It's going to be a Venusaur. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to hit this thing with a Skull Bash and then swap right out into our I keep trying to say Togekiss, into our Toxicroak. And they have a Charizard in the back, but they have no shields, and this Sludge Bomb is going to take a lot of the health away from the Charizard. We're up 2 shields to none, so we can shield this up and almost counter completely down this Charizard. That is going to be the play. We might be able to have to shield up another Dragon Claw, which is fine with me. I'm going to have all this energy for the Venusaur. So we're going to hit this thing with a Sludge Bomb, and I'm hoping this takes enough health down so I could bring in my Lapras and farm down. But I don't know, it's going to be pretty close. I should have stayed in right there. It's a Razor Leaf, and it was not ideal for me to do that. So at that point, that was a mistake on my part. I should have stayed in with my Toxicroak, but hey, Razor Leaf, Venusaur coming through. Good games, trainer. That's the one loss in this set. So let's get on to the next mount. We got Merlo Monaco is up next. Man, I'm butchering these names this morning. I'm so sorry, trainers. All right, let's see what you got for me. Toxicroak and the Venusaur, we like this lead. We definitely do, because we resist all the grass and the poison types of the Venusaur. So we're just going to farm up to Sludge Bomb. We're going to go straight Sludge Bomb here. And if they decide to shield, we can try to bait on the second one, so that way we can shield and still get to another Sludge Bomb. So they decide to shield the first Sludge Bomb, which I was expecting. So we're going to go for another, we're going to shield here, and I think I'm going to go for another Sludge Bomb here. Or I'm going to bait the Mud Bomb. Yeah, I'm going to bait the Mud Bomb here, and because I figured they're going to want to win this matchup, and they're going to shield that up, and I'm going to be able to shield this and get to the Sludge Bomb and take out the Venusaur, because I was able to bait it out, and they knew that. So now I'm going to go for a Mud Bomb here on the Machamp, and now I'm going to swap right into my Alolan Muck here. Yeah, this is not a great counter for Alolan Muck, but that is a shadow version of Machamp. So I know this Dark Pulse at this range is going to take it out, and it does. So at that point, it looks like, let's see what they're going to bring in here. They're going to bring in their Ampharos. Okay, this is not great for my Lapras in the back. So we're just going to try to get rid of this thing as quickly as possible. We got a Sludge Wave. It's going to do a decent amount of damage to, neutral damage to that Ampharos. As you can see, they looks like they're building up to 2... or a Focus Blast. Yeah, they've actually Focus Blast. That's not really the play. They should have probably went for Thunder Punch, but they didn't know I had a Lapras in the back. So now I can bring in my Lapras, and they bring back in their Venusaur. And we're able to hit this thing with a Surf, and it should just be enough to take out at this range. And it is. And we're going to be able to farm down this Ampharos before they take us out. This is just going to be a Thunder Punch, and it's not going to take us out. And we're able to farm it down and take the victory. Good games, trainer. 101. Yeah, I mean, Toxicroak just covers so much of the lead, and we have 2 coverages in the back. It's just so hard to, like, it's so easy to come back from a lost lead. So Toxicroak into Gengar. Yes, our Mud Bombs are super effective, but our counters are resisted by Gengar. So I'm going to stay in here and just try to get some shields, because I can cover it with my Alolan Muck in the back. So Mud Bomb obviously is going to be shielded up, and I'm staying in here. And I'm gonna match shields here, and I want to see if they really want to keep their Gengar healthy. So we're going to go for another Mud Bomb here. I have to shield this up too. Yep, it's a Shadow Ball. It looks like we're going to try to swap out after that, but we CMP tie, and we're going to go for that, and they actually let the Gengar get hit with it. Now Machamp comes in here, and I'm going to stay in here and just hit this thing with a Mud Bomb, and then I'm probably going to swap out into my Alolan Muck at this point. Yes. I do not want my Lapras lined up with this Machamp at all. So I'm going to see what I can do here. One Sludge Wave is going to be able to take out this Machamp at this range. So that's what we're hoping for. We're going to get hit with another Cross Chop here. It's going to take another Cross Chop to take us out. So I'm hoping this Sludge Wave is enough. We're going to see what happens here. Sludge Wave is enough to take out the Machamp. That is great. And they have a Lapras in the back, which is fine with me. I'm going to get some chip damage off here with this Dark Pulse. And then I can bring in my own Lapras once my switch timer is up. Oh, and they're going to use energy even better. Even better. We CMP tie. So now I can bring in my Lapras here. And we have Skull Bash, so this is almost GG's. We're going to go up to that Skull Bash. And we get there first. I don't know if they had Skull Bash, but we're going to hit them with it. Boom. Almost one-shots that Lapras, and they knew with the writing on the wall. So good games, trainer. Yeah, I had Ice Beam on this Lapras, obviously, and I decided to TM off the Skull Bash because I have other ones that have the Legacy move Ice Beam on there. So if I ever need to make it again, I can make another one. I was able to get like 6 or 7 Lapras shinies on Lapras Day. So we got another lost leave here. Toxicroak, what we've been doing is going into Alolan Muck, and they swap into their Machamp. Okay, this is all right. We're going to at least get some shields out of this Shadow Machamp. I am not going to expel any shields here at all, because I know I could bring back in my Toxicroak, and I have my Lapras for the Dragonite in the back. So we're just going to go straight Dark Pulses here, because I know that they're going to use some shields, and if not, we're going to get a little bit of chip damage, because the Shadow Machamp takes a lot more damage from, Dark Pulse is resisted, but it still, as you can see, does a decent amount of damage considering how resisted it is from Machamp. So now we can bring in our Toxicroak here, and I was thinking about actually farming this Machamp completely down. So let's see what we do here. Cross Chop comes through, it's resisted, and yeah, we're going to farm it completely down. So now we can hit this Dragonite with a Sludge Bomb, and we'll see if they're going to get a shield or let it go through. They actually shielded up, so now we're up to 2 shields and none like we were in the other match, and they bring in their Snorlax. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight for the Skull Bash, because I know that they have the superpower, and I want to be able to get this off and raise our attack. I'm sure maybe the double Surf would probably maybe be a play, but I have these 2 shields, and I wanted to get my energy, my defenses up, because I want to be able to have some health for that Dragonite. And I knew they were going to body slam me the first time, so that's why I didn't shield that up. Now I know the superpower is coming, so we're going to shield this one up, and that is the superpower, and we're able to take out the Snorlax, and we have a shield and all that energy for that Dragonite, and they knew the writing on the wall. So good games, trainer. So let's get into the next matchup here. What do we got for us now? We got Dighost X. I think that's how you say his name. What you got for me, Dighost? We got that Alolan Muck lead, where we'd like to see it, because these Mud Bombs are going to be super effective, and the neutral damage of encounters are adding up on the Alolan Muck. So we get to the charge move first. Mud Bomb, of course, they're going to shield that up, and it looks like nothing that the Alolan Muck can throw at us is is all resisted moves. So we're just going to let them hit us with the first move here. We're going to go for another Mud Bomb here. This Mud Bomb is going to be close to taking out the Alolan Muck at this range if they don't decide to shield, and they don't. So we're able to farm down. We won lead and got shield advantage. That's okay. We're going to go for the Sludge Bomb. And if this is not shielded, it's going to take a lot of health away from this Dragonite. And once again, we are up 2 shields to none with this team. This happens a lot, I mean. So then we can come in here with Lapras and completely farm down this Dragonite. I thought maybe he had a Hurricane, so that was not a really great shield. But then they bring in their Gengar here. We almost have 2 Surfs locked and loaded, and we have our Alolan Muck in the back for this Gengar. So this is looking great for us. We're going to be able to farm this Gengar down and have a Sludge Wave for the Dragonite in the back. So this team is just working out like bread and butter right now. I really enjoy it. It's so fun to use. Sludge Wave takes out the Dragonite and just making quick work of these lost leads. Like, especially with Dragonite lead, there's so many ways around it. And there's that first 4-in-1 set, 4-in-1 hype. We got that Mudkip. Yeah, are you guys ready for that Master League? It's coming up today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I'm ready. I got my Metagross finally best buddied, so we're ready to rock and roll. All right, let's get on to this next set. We got Tempura Rice Box. I love the name Rice Box. What you got for me? It looks like we're going to have a shiny Machamp lead here. We got to love it. And just like a normal Machamp, this is a neutral lead for us, because these counters are neutral to the Machamp, and we resist Cross Chop and Rock Slide. So they can just hit us with the Cross Chops all they want, and they're going to have to start shielding these Mud Bombs because they are neutral, and Machamp is somewhat glassy, and they swap into their Snorlax, and we're staying in here. We're going to hit this thing with a Mud Bomb before we swap into our Alolan Muck. Get some chip damage, and they let it go through. So the Alolan Muck comes in here, and looks like we're pretty good. We got that Dark Pulse before they can get to any charge moves. Let's see if they're going to shield, and they let it go down. Okay, that's great. And it looks like they decided to just do the writing on the wall. I had a lot of those matches where it just conceded. It just shows how powerful this team can be. I wish I would have found it a lot sooner in the season. Yes, there's a lot of teams that counter, but there's like any team. There's some teams that are really going to hard counter you. But overall, this team can really, really counter the meta pretty well. They complement each other so well. All right, 0-3 U1 is up next. We got that Togekiss lead. Okay. Actually, Toxicroak does win that matchup, but I want to save it. So now we're going to bring in a safe swap into our Alolan Muck, and they bring in their Poliwrath. Poliwrath is kind of difficult for this team, but they use a shield on the Sludge Wave. So we're just going to let the first Dynamic Punch come through here. We're not going to shield anything, actually. We got a shield advantage, and we're going to get another Sludge Wave off. Actually, we are going to shield. We want to get this other Sludge Wave off. I was thinking that I was going to be able to get there before they're going to hit us, but we're going to shield that up and see if we can get the second shield here. If not, we're going to get this thing down in farm range for our Toxicroak. Yep. And it looks like they're going to have to use their energy to take us out, which is even better. Bye-bye, Muck. You did your work. So now we can bring in our Toxicroak here. We're going to completely farm this thing down. Ice Punch is really the only move they can throw at us because Dynamic Punch is resisted. And it looks like they were almost able to get to 2, but they bring back in their Togekiss, and we're going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb right here. Boom. Then we can bring our Lapras, farm it completely down. And it probably has a Venusaur in the back. No, they have another Alolan Muck of their own. Okay. Unlike the last time when I went straight Skull Bash, they have a shield left. So we're going to go straight Surf here. Because, I mean, I don't know if that's really the play. I'm getting used to Skull Bash, when not to use it, when to use it. But I believe in this matchup, since we had all that energy, we want to go straight for the Surfs. Even though I probably could have landed the first Skull Bash on them, but we're looking all right. But we shield the Dark Pulse, which is not ideal. But we're going to hit this thing with another Surf right here. It's going to be very close to taking it out. And I'm going to bring in my Toxicroak here. I was going to try to farm it down before they hit us. But it looks like they're going to Gunk Shot, which they got all their energy out on me, which is fine. We bring back in our Lapras, and we're able to farm down the Poliwrath before they hit us with a Dynamic Punch. So GG's trainer. That was very close. Toxicroak, man, just coming through in the clutch. Fred NC22 is up next. What you got for me, Fred? We got an Escavalier lead. Another great lead for us. Yes, we got to watch out for them drill runs. They're super effective, but our counters are neutral, and so is a Mud Bomb. So they swap in their Gengar here. We swap right into our Alolan Muck, and it counters this Gengar. And they're hitting us with Sludge Bomb, which they probably only have Sucker Punch, a Shadow Punch. Or is this? Yeah, Shadow Punch and Sludge Bomb. But I don't know if that's the right move, but it's all right. Both are resisted. So we're gonna have to shield this one up though, because we want to retain switch advantage, and we're gonna farm up a little bit of energy here. And this is where I make, well, it's not really a mistake, it's an unfortunate thing. We try to get there before, and they CMP ties, so we're gonna have to shield anyway. So if I would have shielded anyway, I could have farmed down that Gengar and had all this energy for what comes in next. But it's all right, we still retain switch advantage, and as Cavalier comes back in, and we're still able to get to that Dark Pulse before we're taken out. So it didn't really hurt us too bad. It's going to do a big chunk damage on Escavalier, and I'm able to come in here quickly and hit that Mud Bomb and take out the Escavalier before they can even think. And when they got a Lapras in the back, and they once again knew the writing on the wall, it wasn't a complete loss because, you know, no shields were down, but it was looking to counters what is added up. So Big Meech is up next. What you got for me, Big Meech? Toxicroak and Venusaur. Another good lead for Toxicroak because we resist, once again, the Frenzy Plant and the Sludge Bombs. So we're not going to shield the first one here. We're going to try to play it like we did in the last one. And once again, that is not the way to go. You don't want to go straight Frenzy Plant. It's more energy efficient than Sludge Bomb, even though both are resisted. So we're going to go straight Sludge Bomb here. I was thinking about baiting like I did in the last one. I don't know. Let's see if I do or not. No, we're going to go straight. We're just going to farm up a little more energy and just go straight Sludge Bomb. Because I wasn't too sure if this guy was going to double shield, and they actually do. So it looks like we're going to have to double shield here, but we're going to be able to just go for Mud Bomb and have some residual energy for the next Pokemon. Build up the energy. Mud Bomb is going to be enough to take out the Venusaur at this range. And let's see what they bring in on me. They bring in a Machamp, and I'm able to hit it with a Mud Bomb before they were able to farm us down. That's fine. That's fine. They can farm us down. It's cool. We could bring in our Alolan Muck here and get all that energy from the Machamp, so our Lapras can avoid this counter user. And at this range, I can almost Dark Pulse it to take it out. So I don't know if I actually decide to do that or not. Let's see what happens here. Cross Chop coming through, and they swap into their own Alolan Muck. And I figured a swap was coming, so we could bring in our Lapras here. And this is where shields are down. I'm going for Skull Bash. Skull Bash. Let's see if we can get there before we hit another move. We're able to do it. I was hoping this was going to be able to take out the Alolan Muck at this range, but it's not able to. And they're going to have to hit us with another Dark Pulse here to take us out. It's going to be a Gunk Shot. Okay, then now they're energy dry. And I was farming up as much energy as I could, so I just need a Sludge Wave for that Machamp. We take out the Alolan Muck, and we get to the Sludge Wave, and this is going to be just enough to take out the Machamp. That was very close. Great energy management on my part. Sometimes I surprise myself and actually do the right thing. No, but yeah, that if I didn't over farm, I would have not been able to get to that Sludge Wave before I was taken out by that Machamp. So good games, trainer. All right, what we got here? We got another Togekiss lead. I might start actually staying in once Ultra League comes back this season, but hey, we have 2 counters. We have actually 3 counters to Togekiss on this team. So we swap into our Alolan Muck here, and they bring in their Magnezone. Okay, let's see what happens here. We're going to hit this thing with a Dark Pulse. They decide to shield. We're going to go straight Dark Pulse here. We're not going to shield anything, obviously, because we can bring in our Toxicroak to finish off this Magnezone. So let's see what happens. They're building up a lot of energy. Let's see if they're going to want to go Wild Charge right off the bat. And they go Mirror Shot. They thought I was maybe going to shield, but it's okay. They can Mirror Shot me again. Go for it. Go ahead. Mirror Shot coming through again, and I had 2 Mirror Shots back to back. I was almost actually able to get to another Dark Pulse. So that was very risky. So we can bring in our Toxicroak here. We farm that Magnezone completely down, so all that energy is gone. But they have a Gallade. This is not what I wanted to see right now. I make a little mistake here. You're going to see it at the end. I want to retain my Lapras here. So I probably could have tanked one of those Leaf Blades, but we want to retain energy for get rid of this Gallade and have for the next Pokemon. So we're going to have to shield again here. And I was hoping I was going to be able to farm it down, but they bring in their Togekiss here. And this is where I make a mistake. I should have brought in my Toxicroak right when my switch timer came up. Because I'm not going to die from this Aerial Ace. I should have brought in my Toxicroak right now. Had the energy for the Togekiss, and then I would have had that Surf for the Gallade. But at this point, these Confusions are just going to chunk away more than those Charms are. And they save their shield just for that reason, and I'm not able to counter it down for the 5-0. So we go 4-1 in that set, but 8-2 overall. And that was a great way to end the Ultra League. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's a little longer than usual. And I just wanted to showcase how well Toxicroak can do in back-to-back sets. I know some people in the comments were saying that, you know, it's better to see more than just 5 battles, so I wanted to bring that to you guys. So are you guys ready for Master League? And I'll see you tomorrow when it begins. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. We had 10 battles showcasing the strengths of Toxicroak and this team. Even when we lose the lead, we have 2 counters for wherever we lose the lead for in the back. And that Skullbass Lapras is such a tanky boy. And Alolan Muck as a safe swap just covers so much. There's really nothing really hard counters on Alolan Muck. It's really Swampert hard counters it to an extreme, you know, because, you know, you can hit it so fast with the Hydro Cannons, and then the Earthquake is super effective. But once again, a lot of people aren't running an Earthquake. So overall, Alolan Muck is such a great safe swap like I showcased in a previous video. So Ultra League is finished now. Well, it's going to be finished at 4 p.m., but this is my last video for the Ultra League. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Ultra League as much as I did. I love this Premier Cup. It was such a great idea, and I can't wait to... I don't know if they're actually going to do a Great League Premier Cup, which would be pretty cool. There's really not that many legendaries in Great League as there is, so I don't know if they'll actually do something like that. Maybe the Flying Cup will be in Great League. We're going to find out together. Maybe when they bring back all 3 leagues, that's what's going to happen. But, you know, we never know. It's Niantic, right? So, you know, we weren't able to get a shoutcast done in the Ultra League. So, I'm still waiting to see if you guys can send me some more videos. The Master League is starting today. So, hopefully we can get a Master League shoutcast. That would be amazing. I'm going to put my Google Doc in the description once again. Just upload your videos to the Google Drive and then fill out the document and put the link in the document, the question I asked for, and we'll see what happens. It would make my day to be able to shoutcast one of y'all's videos. You guys have been so great to me, and I'd love to give back to you guys. And, you know, I cannot thank you enough for all the support this season, and this momentum we're growing is so amazing, and I just want to see where we can go. You know, I'm going to upgrade our channel eventually here. We're going to get a better editor, but, you know, for now, this is what we have, and, you know, you guys have been so amazing. So, until tomorrow, guys, Master League begins, and once again, you guys are the best community in the world, and please subscribe and hit that bell and get notified every single day when I upload my videos. Thank you so much. Let's get into the Master League, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.